Hey everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Tia's Truth. As you can see, I have Nishaun here, and that's because we are doing his 6-month checkup. Woohoo! Nishaun turns 6 months in a couple days on Monday, August the 25th, and I seriously cannot believe it has already been half a year since I've had him. That is so crazy to think of. But there's so much stuff that has gone on in this first 6 months, so let's get started talking about it. Nishaun will get his measurements done when he goes in for his 6-month checkup, but we did it at home to kind of get an idea for the video, and he weighs 15 pounds, 5.5 ounces, and he is 25.5 inches long. So yeah, you're going to be a big boy. Rolling over. So Nishaun can kind of sort of roll over. He can roll from his back to his side, but he doesn't really go all the way over unless he follows you with his eyes and then kind of, rolls. So when he's sleeping, he'll roll back and forth from his back to his right side. He really favors sleeping on his right side. So, yeah. Then the push-up. He can get on his belly and push up off onto his belly so that his whole chest is up off the ground. Yeah. Sitting up unassisted. So Nishaun can sit up unassisted now. I do have to watch out sometimes because he will get so excited with whatever he's playing with that he might fall back. So, but for the most part... What's wrong? What's wrong? But for the most part, he can sit up now unassisted. And can you tell him? Can you show him? 2 teeth! Nishaun has 2 teeth. 2 days before he turned 5 months, he got his first tooth. And then his second tooth broke in, I believe it was the 6th of August. So literally like 2 weeks later, his second tooth came in. So they're both in and nice and pearly white. Yeah! So that's pretty awesome. He sleeps in his crib. So there was a point where he, one night, just decided that I was all up in his space and he wanted his own space. And it's funny because Marcus and I both decided that we were going to co-sleep with him, and I've slept with him every single day since he was born, even in the hospital. And, I kind of figured that we would probably be sleeping with him until he was like a year old or something. I figured, we'll feel it out and see what happens. Yeah! But there was this one night where he was just super fussy with me. He kept pushing me, and I was like, wow, okay, this is different. So I was like, let me see if he wants to sleep by himself. And sure enough, he went right to sleep when I put him in the crib. So it was kind of bittersweet. I was like, oh my gosh, he's so independent. Like, what in the world? But, then again, it's like, I felt good, that he was sleeping soundly and, seemed to be enjoying his sleep. So. Here recently, he has been saying Baba and Da. Da? Da? Yeah, you see, he gets excited. So I don't think he's connected what it means, obviously, yet. But he likes the sound of it, and he likes when we say it. He really watches our mouth, and sometimes he'll even stick his fingers up to our mouth when we're saying it, and he just thinks it's the funniest thing. So sometimes he'll say da, and then other times he'll just blah 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 blah. Yeah? Da? Da? He is going to be starting solids soon. So we wanted to at least wait until 6 months of solid breastfeeding, exclusive breastfeeding, before we started him on solids. And here recently he's been grabbing at our food as we're eating it. He really likes to watch us put it in our mouth. He thinks that chewing and even like brushing of the teeth, he thinks that that's so funny. And so he's, you know, definitely really interested in food and trying it. So what we're going to be doing is this thing called baby-led weaning. And it's kind of and pretty much what it is instead of giving your baby mashed food, you give the baby the whole food. So for instance, like a banana, instead of mashing it and giving it to him mashed, we would give him the banana either in slices or in quarters or however you feel comfortable slicing it. And or just as a whole, give him the banana, give him a piece, let him kind of mush it in his own mouth, you know, pick it up himself and mush it, chew on it. And if he swallows, okay, and if he doesn't, that's okay too. You know, so I think that'll be fun. So Nishaun loves these things called loveys. I have a few to show you. Here is his lion lovey, and pretty much all it is a head attached to a blanket of some sort. And he just loves cuddling with these when he sleeps, right? Yeah, so there's his lion. Here is a dog. And this was his very first one that he ever got. This is his giraffe. He loves this one. Yeah, it's your favorite? Favorite. One of his favorite types of toys is called the O-Ball. It's a really cool company that makes these flexible toys. And they kind of base all their toys with these holes in them so that babies can grip them, and if they start to shake, it's not gonna fling around and, you know, leave the baby. It kind of like stays webbed in their fingers. So he really likes these. They have rattles like these and all kinds of stuff, right? Yeah, you like that. His next favorite, which he loves to chew on these, is good for his teeth. There we go. This is a lion. We got him this one after we bought him Kiki the elephant. Unfortunately, he lost Kiki while we were shopping one day, so Mama bought him a new one, of course. Yeah, there you go, new Kiki. New Kiki, yeah. Mama has to wash her first though, okay? Yeah, see, he loves Kiki. Loves it. Yes. The next favorite toy of his is these crinkle toys. So here's a crinkle elephant. It's got little like rubber teethers at the bottom, so he loves to play with this. And this is one of his newest favorites. It's a crinkle book. Yeah. So it's really cool. He loves to flip pages on books. And so he really likes this toy, right? So that leads me to my next one, books. Nishaun loves books. We'll say, turn the page, and he will turn the page. It's so cool, and he just loves looking at books, and I love reading to him. It's really fun. His next favorite toy is one that we just recently got for him, and it's his bouncing activity center. And here is a video of him in it.
Come on, jump, 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 jump. Jump! Yeah! Woohoo! Jump, jump, jump! Jump, jump, jump! Yeah! Jump, jump, jump! Jumpy, jumpy, jumpy! Jumpy, jumpy, jumpy! Yeah!
And last but not least, Nishaun loves bath time. He loves to be in the bath. He's no longer in a baby bathtub. I put him straight into the bath since he can sit up on his own. And of course, you know, I'm there with him. And so he just loves bath time. He loves to kick around and splash around in the big tub. And he actually likes getting his hair wet, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, here. You want Kiki, don't you? I'm sorry, but she's in the box. You have to wait until I get her out. I know. You want to play with the box? So as you can see, I no longer have Nishaun with me. I had to go put him down for a nap. He was getting a little cranky because he was tired. But on with the video. So the teething necklace. It is a Baltic amber teething necklace, and unfortunately I can't show you because he's wearing it in the next room. So pretty much what it is a beaded necklace made of Baltic amber, and when the body warms the beads, the succinic acid from the beads is released into the skin, and it has like anti-inflammatory and all these healing oils within it. And I know that probably sounds crazy to a lot of people, but I'm telling you it works. So pretty much the necklace is not so small that it is choking him or anything. It's pretty loose on him, but it's not loose enough so that he can pick it up and put it in his mouth. It's not meant to go into the mouth. It is just meant to sit on the body so that when the temperature raises, like if a baby gets a fever, the succinic acid can then be released into the skin. That has been a lifesaver with Nishaun's teething. I'm telling you, like, seriously, one day we gave him a bath and we forgot to put the teether back on him, and he woke up screaming. And so I am assuming that it was because of his teething pain. And so we put that thing right back on him, and he was fine the next day. I was like, I am sold, you know. So we keep him on all the time. The only time we take it off is when he is in the bath. And yeah, I love it. I would definitely urge you, if you're about to have a teething baby, get it. We've had it on him since he was 3 months old, and it's been awesome. The next thing is coconut oil. I love this stuff. A little bit really goes a long way. I have used this on his diaper rash he had one time. Instead of using those creams that have all those chemicals in it, I really found that using the coconut oil was so soothing on his little bottom, and it literally cleared up immediately. I was so shocked, and it's just nice and silky and smooth on the body. You can actually put coconut oil on like any stings, like bug bites or whatever, and it will soothe it. So I just find coconut oil to be really awesome, and definitely should have it around. If anything, just to use for diaper rash, I think it's awesome. Next thing is olive oil. I had this little bottle here, and I filled it pretty much all the way up with water, and I added a little bit of olive oil, and what I will do is I will shake it up and I will spritz Nishaun's hair with it, and then I take this comb and I comb his hair down, and once all the water is combed through his hair, it will start to curl back up, and I love it. I think it's great because his hair gets frizzy, you know, like he gets that bedhead. So I'll just spritz this in his hair, and his hair will tighten right back up into those cute little curls, and I just love that for him. No chemicals, it's just water and olive oil, and I think it's great. The next thing is our video and sound monitor. I have it on mute right now since I'm doing the video, but as you can hear, we have his little water on. Little nature sounds. And so this is awesome. I love this video monitor. It's been super great. It has a little kickstand in the back. The antenna, if you decide to, you know, walk out front or something like that. You know, it's great for like multi-level houses if you're down in the basement or something. It's awesome. It's color, and you can zoom in and out. You can actually talk to the baby. It has a microphone, so kind of like a walkie-talkie. Like say I'm in the bathroom or something and he's waking up and crying, I can take this, push the microphone down, and I can say, Nishaun, it's okay, you know, mama's coming, you know. So it's really nice, and I just think it's awesome. I love it. This is so great. And last but not least, my wraps. I love to wear Nishaun. It's called baby wearing, and I have two different types of wraps. I have one that is stretchy, and that's so great for like if we're at church or if we're going to be walking around a lot and I know he's already tired, or you know, if we're doing something boring like grocery shopping, that's great for him. But I have this other one that's a little bit more sturdy. It's not made of stretchy material, and that's great for if we're going somewhere where it would be nice for him to see, like a family cookout or at the zoo or the aquarium, somewhere like that. So I love wraps. If you're interested in me doing a video, like a tutorial on the wraps that I have for him, I would love to do that. So comment down below if you would like to see a video like that. Breastfeeding. Breastfeeding has been awesome. For the first 2 months, we had a little bit of a struggle, and I'm not gonna lie, it is difficult. I thought it was gonna be so easy, like, well, I mean, all you have to do is put it in the baby's mouth, right? Wrong. Like, it's definitely a challenge sometimes. You know, there's so many different things that could go wrong. The baby's latch could not be right. You might not be producing enough milk. I mean, there's so many things to breastfeeding. I am going to do a whole separate video on breastfeeding. You know, breastfeeding, the tongue tie, thrush, some things that you might not have even heard of before. The whole nine when it comes to breastfeeding. I'm going to do a completely different video on that because that's going to take a while. Nishaun is no longer taking a bottle. He's just not having it. You know, our nanny, Aubrey, she tries to give him a bottle, and he does this whole that's probably the ugliest face ever. But he's just not having it. So he waits for me to get home for lunch, and then he waits again for me to get home from work. Pediatrician said it's fine. You know, as long as he's gaining weight, it's pretty much like he has his schedule flip-flopped. He'll go long period during the day without nursing, kind of like a baby would at night. And then he'll nurse more during the evening and at night. So, and I'm okay with that. I think it's totally fine. You know, whatever, I'm letting him lead the way when it comes to that. But I have decided to try a stroll out with him. I'm giving him a cup. I'm letting him try and drink like straight out of a glass. Also letting him try a straw. You know, just a couple different things. See if maybe he might like something different. He has had no sickness. He hasn't had a stuffy nose, no fevers. He's just been great. There has been no sickness whatsoever. There was actually a time where I was sick and he was perfectly fine. He gets adjusted by the chiropractor. I know that probably sounds crazy, but I learned a lot when I was going to the chiropractor when I was pregnant about how important it is for a baby's spine to be aligned all the way from the beginning. And I think it's great. He loves it. I know that sounds crazy, but I always say, like, we're going to see Dr. Mark and Dr. Jen, and he gets a smile like he knows who they are. So it's so funny. You know, we go there and you know, all the ladies love him, and he never cries when he's getting adjusted. I just think it's great. I love it. I love it for him, and we're definitely going to continue doing that. He's never taken a pacifier. He just doesn't like it. I don't know. He loves his thumb though. So, you know, some people say, oh my God, no, not the thumb. And then there's other people that says, oh no, not the pacifier. You know, so I just think it's up to the baby. Some kids might be hard to break. Some kids might not. You know, like I said, Nishaun, he was sleeping in our bed with us. I swore he was going to be in bed with us for at least a year. And at like 5 months, he was like, sayonara, deuces. You know, so it's like he might be perfectly fine with giving up the thumb sucking. I don't know. I guess we'll see when we get there. He definitely favors his left hand. Marcus and I are both right-handed. My dad, however, is a lefty, and his grandfather was a lefty. So maybe it has skipped generations, and maybe he might be a lefty. I don't know. He will only suck his left thumb. We'll have to see on that one. He really likes the color red. I know that most babies like red because it's bright, and against like black and white, it's super contrast. But yeah, he just really favors the color red. He really enjoys swimming. I've taken him swimming quite a few times in a big pool, and he loves it. He'll either, you know, he'll swim with me, or on, you know, I'll hold him. Or I also have a floating device that wraps around my waist, and he sits right in front of me. It's really awesome, and he likes that a lot too. He will smile when he sneezes. It's like it catches him off guard. I think it's so cute. He'll sneeze and I'll go, woo! And he'll just have the biggest smile. He thinks it's so funny. But if Marcus or I sneeze, it scares the crap out of him. He starts crying immediately. He notices the dogs playing. It's so cool. The dogs, if they're like running around, he will definitely spot them and he'll follow them all around. Or if I throw a ball to Riley, he will watch Riley go get it and bring it back, and he laughs at them. He thinks it's funny. He sticks his hands out to get them to lick him. Like, ew. He also notices when I come into the house. He'll be sitting on the couch, like say with Aubrey or Marcus, and he'll hear the door open and he'll look back. So I think that's really neat that he's super observant. Hair. He has started playing with my hair. It's the sweetest thing, and I know I'm gonna regret it when one day he's just like and just rips it all out, but it's so sweet. You know, he'll just sit there and run his hands through my hair and suck his thumb and go to sleep. It's so cute. He loves to hold your face. It's so cute. He'll just sit there and he'll hold his hand out, so then I'll put my cheek up to it, and I'll just sit there and hold my face while he sucks his thumb, and he'll put his forehead right up to my forehead and just like nestle right in here. It's the cutest thing ever. I love it. That's it, guys. I mean, that's pretty good 6-month update, I'd say. Nishaun's pooped, okay? He's waking up back and forth. It's funny. Like, he'll wake up and then he'll just kind of like look around, and then he'll just roll back over and go right to sleep. It's so funny how independent he is already. It's crazy to me. But you know, he's just such a good baby. He's so chill. He just hangs out with us, and I just love watching him discover new things. That's why I can't wait to let him try food. I think it's gonna be so much fun. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked this video. I can't believe my baby is 6 months already. Before I know it, he'll be a year old and we'll be planning his birthday party. Like, so crazy. But thumbs up the video for Nishaun. Comment down below on what your most essential baby item is. What do you think is the best item for baby? And if you would, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.